I'm Sybil Summers from 105.3 The Fan. Thanks for joining me today as I get you plugged into DFW, because local lives here. We've got a busy half hour for you today on Plugged into DFW. Rangers DH Michael Young reflects on the team's success. Actor George Hamilton talks with Sandy Newton. And that prom dress doesn't have to cost an arm and a leg. We'll tell you how. Here are a few of the items you'll find on CBSDFW.com. There are millions of reasons to celebrate in Arlington as General Motors breaks ground on a new stamping plant for next-generation SUVs. Plans for the $200 million stamping plant were first announced in January. The facility will be built along Highway 360 and is expected to bring hundreds of new jobs to North Texas. Community organizations, plant leaders, and local officials were on hand for the ceremonial first shovel.
This plant payroll is $1 million a day. So just think of what kind of economic impact it has on everybody in the city.
The U.S. Postal Service has reversed course and will keep the Dallas Distribution Center open. Back in February, the government announced the Dallas Center would close and consolidate with operations in Fort Worth. Dallas County Judge Clay Jenkins says the move will save about 1,100 jobs at the plant. Dallas-Fort Worth is a hot ticket area for concerts and other music events. Jack FM's Julie Fisk has a look at what's in concert. Hey there, Julie.
Hey, Sybil, and you know what? You might as well just take the whole week off because there are so many great shows coming up, and it all starts this weekend with Edge Fest. Fantastic bands on this lineup like the Black Keys, Garbage, Cake, Arctic Monkeys. So many great bands are playing. They usually have multiple stages and a great collection of local acts as well. You can see who else is playing Edge Fest and look for tickets at Ticketmaster.com. Korn is playing at the Palladium Ballroom this Monday night. Then on Thursday night, that long-awaited Beach Boys 50th anniversary tour is coming to Verizon Theater in Grand Prairie. Brian Wilson is touring with the Beach Boys this time around. They decided to stop suing each other and just let bygones be bygones. And by the way, Eddie Vedder has been forced to postpone his tour. Eddie was supposed to be at Fair Park April 30th, but he will be there on November 15th instead, so just hold on to your tickets until then. Sybil, I'm Julie Fisk from Jack FM, and that's what's in concert in DFW.
So did Eddie Vedder postpone all of his shows, and do we know why yet?
Yeah, he actually did postpone all of his shows. It turns out Eddie had a back injury. Now, they're not saying exactly what kind of back injury, so probably wasn't anything cool like a skydiving accident, but it resulted in some serious nerve damage in his hand. So his doctor told him he needed to take some time off for physical therapy. So that's what he's going to do, but it should be good to go by November.
That's good to hear. Thank you so much, Julie. Always remember, local lives here, and you can get up-to-the-minute information on DFW's top attractions by visiting us at CBSDFW.com. The tannest man in Hollywood has come to sunny North Texas to star in the Broadway hit musical La Caja Falls. Our arts and entertainment reporter Sandy Newton caught up with George Hamilton at the Music Hall at Fair Park to discuss his singing and dancing skills.
It's been an international phenomenon since the early 70s. The original French play La Caja Falls was written by Jean Poirot and premiered on February 1st, 1973 in Paris. Now, after many Broadway revivals and film adaptations, the award-winning musical is back, starring the irrepressible and charming George Hamilton.
I think I've done about 80 some odd movies, hundreds of TV shows and all. And I'm back here in a play, and I always choose something that's a little off or different, because if I don't do that, I'm not challenged though. I just to go out and then just stand there and do a couple lines. But this is a big learning thing for me, and it's a wonderful show.
The three-time Tony Award-winning musical tells the story of George, the owner of a glitzy nightclub in lovely Saint-Tropez, and his partner Albine, who moonlights as the glamorous chanteuse Zaza. When George's son brings his fiance's conservative parents home to meet the flashy pair, the bonds of family are put to the test and the feather boas fly.
Did you fancy yourself a song and dance man?
Well, I'd love to believe I was song and dance. I did dance on Dancing with the Stars.
Of course.
And the singing, I'm not known as a singer, but I played Vegas and things, so I'm learning it again, and it's fun. The whole thing for me is it's about the learning. I mean, the audience may come and say, "Oh, we enjoyed it," but I'm just learning. And they're actually subsidizing my lessons.
You look fabulous, and we're so excited to have you.
We're old friends. We go back. She won't mention, but I
only because it dates well. Yeah.
was a couple of years ago.
La Caja Fall continues at the Music Hall at Fair Park through April 22nd. In Dallas, Sandy Newton, CBS 11 News.
Man, I was really looking forward to seeing George Hamilton in drag. Thanks, Sandy. We'll see you next week. Here's what's happening in entertainment news. The remaining Jackson brothers are hitting the road for a 27-city tour this summer. Jackie, Jermaine, Marlon, and Tito Jackson say they'll perform hits from the Jackson 5 and also honor their late brother Michael. The Unity Tour 2012 is slated to begin June 18th and run through the end of July. This is the first time the brothers have toured together since their groundbreaking Victory Tour in 1984. Bradley Cooper is leaving his People magazine's Sexiest Man Alive image behind. According to The Hollywood Reporter, Cooper has signed on to be the Elephant Man on stage. The performance will be at the Williamstown Theater Festival in Western Massachusetts this summer. The Elephant Man is about a severely deformed man named Joseph Merrick who became a famous figure in London society. This might not be Cooper's first time playing Merrick. He reportedly performed the role at the Actors Studio Drama School. CNN's Piers Morgan had a date with comedy sweetheart Betty White. The 90-year-old comedian proved to be as sharp and ornery as ever. She's been married 3 times. Could Pierce be number 4?
My wife's last words to me tonight before I came down here were, watch yourself with Betty White. She said she is the ultimate cougar.
I am. In my own head. Yeah, not anyplace else, but in my head, I'm the ultimate cougar. Animal lover that I am.
White also told Morgan she's still working because she's got a hard time telling people no. Time to check in with the happenings over at CBS Radio. Join the crew from 105.3 The Fan at Camp Summit's 18th annual benefit golf tournament at Bear Creek Golf Course in Dallas. The event is this Monday and benefits Camp Summit, a place for barrier-free outdoor experiences for kids and adults with disabilities. Still ahead on Plugged Into DFW, that upcoming high school prom could be expensive. We'll show you how you might save some dollars. And what's this? Ostrich races? We'll go trackside. Still ahead.